Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Smequle, and how is everybody doing today? Leave a comment down below how your day's been going. But anyways, we're back with another video. So in our last video of this type, this custom My League situation, we found out what would happen if the Golden State Warriors actually played in the Eastern Conference. If you haven't seen that already, I don't want to spoil it for you. I'm going to put that in the top right, a link. If you have seen it, you already know what happens. But you can go watch that after. You can watch it now. I'll also put the link in the description if you want to watch it after. But this time, we're finding out what would happen if the Cavaliers were in the Western Conference. So I actually removed the Kings because they're a pretty terrible team now that they got rid of DeMarcus Cousins, and I replaced them with the Cavaliers in the Western Conference. So the Warriors and the Cavaliers are going to be in the same division. They're going to have a lot of games against each other, and for some reason my screen keeps going black. It doesn't go black for you guys, but we're going to be finding out if the standings will change that much. What place will the Cavaliers come in? Will they be able to beat the Warriors? Will they be able to make it to the championship? Will the Warriors win? All that la-di-da-da. But we're going to be using the Cavaliers right here, and we are going to be advancing into the season. And let's find out how it actually turns out. I'm going to try to do 2 seasons just to see what would happen after 2 seasons in the Western Conference. Going to be using an actual draft class for next year. That way it's the best. Let's do storylines. You gotta have some storylines, but obviously looking at the roster, you already know who's on the team. LeBron James, 97 overall. That's pretty crazy. Kyrie's a 91, Kevin Love's an 87, and Tristan Thompson's an 80. So really good starting lineup for them there. And of course we got Kyle Korver, the 3-point god. And let's find out how the Cavaliers end up doing. Gonna start off with a simulation right here. Simulate through date. And here we go. They start off with 3 losses. Are you kidding me? What? Why would I trade away LeBron James? That's a terrible trade. But the Cavaliers starting off really bad. I mean, they haven't even faced the good teams yet. It's just the regular season. They're taking L's to everybody right now. Decline those trades. And we are 4-7 starting off. 11th in the conference. Is this the Western toll, or is this because the Cavaliers are just doing bad? I mean, they're losing the Eastern Conference teams as well. So it is what it is, though. We're going to simulate to the midseason. Go look at the standings there, and then we'll see what we can do. Try to see if the Cavaliers can make it to the playoffs. Not starting off good right now, 10-12, but we'll find out halfway through the season. Alright guys, we are at the trade deadline right now. Cavaliers really doing a lot better now. On a 12-win streak, 35-22, beat the Warriors twice. So after that terrible start, they are doing a lot better now. If we look at the standings here, let's look at the conference standings. The Warriors are 42-14. Then we got the Rockets with 40 wins. San Antonio with 35. It's crazy how many losses all the teams have. And then Cleveland's just has 1 more loss than the Spurs here. But it's looking like Cleveland's going to go up and maybe actually knock out the Warriors if they keep on this win streak. But let's look at the other conference. Bucks are out in front. Then we got the Bulls and then the Raptors. So without the Cavaliers in the East, Bucks winning it. Bulls, Raptors, Wizards, Celtics, 76ers are up there as well. And Kings are near the bottom. Miami Heat actually at the bottom of the pack. Let's see for Western. Phoenix Suns are down there. Trailblazers. Trailblazers never do good in these simulations. I mean, they get first rounded every year in the playoffs, so it doesn't matter much. But they never do good in the simulations. So let's find out what happens in the rest of the season. See if the Cavs can get a better seed or what seed they will end with. Alright guys, so we are at the end of the season here. Going into the playoffs, win-loss 49-33. Westbrook gets MVP. He always gets MVP. Joel Embiid, Rookie of the Year. Tyreek Evans, 6-man. Andre Drummond, Defensive Player. Nikola Jokic. And Steve Kerr actually gets Coach of the Year, getting 63 wins. So 14 more wins than the Cavaliers. Cavaliers did not do so well at all. End up getting the 4th seed in the conference. I mean, from 2nd seed in the East to 4th seed in the West, that's a huge drop. Definitely a lot harder conference though. Giannis made the first team, and LeBron also made the first team. Anybody else on? I mean, Kevin Love made the 3rd team. Okay, I thought that maybe if anybody was going to make it, it was going to be Kyrie Irving. Bro, my screen turns off every 5 seconds. I think I need a new monitor or something. But Cavaliers, there we go. Anybody else on here? All defensive. LeBron makes it. And that should wind down everything. Yeah, there we go. So moving on to the playoffs right now. The Cavaliers are going to be faced up against the 5th seed, Oklahoma City. I mean, this is just a lot tougher than the East. A lot easier wins over there. Let's find out in the East who will take it out. I think it'll either be the Raptors. I mean, the Raptors just beat the Bucks last night, but the Bucks might actually win in this. I'm not sure. I think the Raptors should make it through though, but we will find out right now. We're going to start off with these Cleveland games and see if they can actually take the W. Cleveland goes up 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. Is it going to be a sweep? 3-1 and 4-1 for Cleveland, and we're up against Golden State in the semifinals. Not even against the not even in the conference finals yet. Oh man, Cavaliers got eliminated. I didn't mean to simulate that whole thing. Can we stop? Okay, we stopped. I accidentally simulated the whole round, but they 4-1 the Cleveland Cavaliers. Golden State taking the W there, and Cleveland is out. But looks like the Magic moved on against the Bucks. Don't know how that happened. Somehow, I mean, Boston 4-1 Toronto, that's surprising. Washington moved on, that's kind of expected. But then the Bulls moved on as well. So Chicago and Boston, which is the series right now, is in the Eastern Conference Finals. And then we got Golden State, Houston in the Western Conference Finals. Kind of weird how things ended up playing out. But let's simulate this current round, see who ends up going to the finals. And the Rockets beat out the Warriors. It's Rockets and Bulls, 4-0 for the Bulls. That is crazy. And let's simulate this current round. And it's looking like, oh, the Rockets come back. The Bulls were up 3-0, and they came back and won. So there you have it, guys. Cavaliers getting a lot worse seed in the Western Conference, could not make it to the Western Conference Finals or the finals in general. Just a bad season for the Cavaliers here with going to a different conference. But we're going to find out what happens if we go into season number 2. All right, so we're into year number 2. And looking at our roster, we lost Kyle Korver. Looking like everybody else is the same, though. We got LeBron. Kyrie Irving's only an 88 overall. Kevin Love's an 87, bumping up a bit. And we got Aaron Aflalo, Raul Neto, Channing Frye still on the team, Shumpert's still here. So pretty decent team, pretty much the same. A few different players, same starting lineup except for Korver, but we got J.R. Smith back in here. And we're going to find out what the Cavaliers can do this year. I don't know if the Warriors will have the same team here. Let's go over the Warriors. They got Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Clay. Oh, so they actually kept the same team. When I simulated the season last time, the Warriors lost all their good players, but it looks like they kept everybody. All the other teams are around the same. So let's see what the Cleveland Cavaliers can do in the second season here. Going to simulate to the trade deadline and then see how they're doing midway through the season. All right, so we're at the trade deadline now. Second in the conference, doing better than the last year, which is kind of surprising. I thought they might have done a bit worse, but actually doing a bit better this year. Golden State in the lead, 44-12. Then Cleveland 37-20, Nuggets are 37-20, and the Pellies are 37-21. So all of them with 37 wins. And looking at the Pellies lineup, they got Drew Holiday, Wayne Ellington, Josh Jackson, Anthony Davis, and DeMarcus Cousins. 94-93, just a killer team right there. Those two are just beastly. And going down, the Rockets, the last champions, do they have the same lineup? They got James Harden, Eric Gordon, Patrick Beverly, kind of looking like the same lineup here. A few different people. And here we have it. This is the rankings for the Western. And going over to the Eastern, the Raptors are in the lead. Then we got the Pistons, Bucks, Bulls, Washington Wizards. You can kind of see everything here. Hawks doing the worst this season. Probably because they lost their best player. And that is definitely why. They got JJ Redick. They definitely made a trade with the Clippers. Let's check out the Clippers right now. Jamal Crawford, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan. They got JaVale McGee. Okay. Chris Paul's still on the team. 82 overall for Chris Paul. Damn. Damn. Chris Paul's an 82 overall. That's pretty bad. Anyways, we're going to simulate the rest of the season and find out how everything goes down. Alright, so here we go. We're at the end of the season. LeBron gets that MVP, almost averaging a triple-double. He just needed 0.4 more assists per game, and he would have averaged a triple-double. 55 and 27 for the team this year. Lonzo Ball gets Rookie of the Year. He's actually on the Celtics. Then we got him as the 6th man as well. And then Andre Drummond, Defensive Player. And Brandon Knight, Most Improved, moving on to the Bucks. And then Paul Pierce actually goes on to coach the Toronto Raptors. That's crazy. And he gets Coach of the Year. They went 57 and 25, so better record than the Cavs. And we're going to advance right here. Steph Curry made the first team. LeBron made the first team, and Durant. Pretty wild lineup right there. DeMar gets the second team. And Kevin Love, I'm just saying a few names I like. Karl Anthony Towns made it out there. But looking at this, LeBron made the first defensive team. And I think that's it for the Cavs out here. Okay, so we're going to advance to the playoffs here. Just going to look at the standings at the end of the season. So Golden State ends up winning the conference 62 and 20. That's pretty crazy. Cavs come second, 55 and 27. Clippers, Nuggets. Pellies made the playoffs. That's really good. And the Timberwolves actually made. The Spurs didn't even make the playoffs, or the OKC Thunder. That's crazy. And then in the East, we got the Raptors, then the Bucks, Pistons, Bulls, Wild Wizards, 76ers, Knicks. And the Celtics got beat out by the Kings. Who do the Kings have? George Hill, Buddy Hield, Tyreek Evans. Any other good people? I mean, that's about it. Not the best team, but they end up beating the Celtics out, who have a 91 Isaiah Thomas, and really a powerful squad out here, but they could not do it. They also got Lonzo Ball. So we're going to simulate these playoffs and see how everything turns out. First up, we got a matchup against the Lakers. This should be an easy W. I mean, we're down 1-0, 1-1, 2-1 for the Cavs. It's all tied up at 2-2. It's 3-2, 3-3, and the Cavaliers barely move on. They move on in game number 7. Raptors end up moving on, and Knicks and the 76ers move on. Let's find out if the Cavs can win this round. 1-0 for the Cavs, 1-1. Clippers taking a 2-1 lead. It's 2-2. No, I don't want to do that. No, I did it. I clicked it again. It's 3-2. And the Cleveland Cavaliers have been eliminated by the Clippers, who have Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan. Do they even have, what's his name anymore? I mean, Chris Paul with 50 points and 60. What? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Anyways, the Bulls end up beating the Raptors. The Knicks looking like they might win that. Let's simulate the current round. Warriors move on. And the Knicks move on. Let's simulate this round. See who goes on to the finals. The Knicks. Who do the Knicks have? They got Porzingis. They got Malik Monk and Carmelo Anthony. Derrick Rose. They all have been doing really good, I guess, this year. And now we got Knicks versus Warriors in the finals. Let's see who will win. And the Knicks take the championship. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? I mean, if they all played at their best, they definitely could. But there we have it, guys. Cavaliers could not make it to the finals either year, being in the Western Conference. I don't think they would make it. They'd have a lot worse seeding. It'd be a lot tougher for them. And as you see in the East, just every team really has an equal chance now without the Cavaliers in there. Everybody's putting up good games and stuff. I mean, the Knicks made it to the finals. They ended up winning, which was surprising. But there you have it, guys. If you did enjoy this video, smash that like button and subscribe for more daily content. This has been your boy Smequle, and I'll see you next time. Peace.